Welcome to the podcast about investing in startups, where existing investors can learn how to get the best deal possible, and those that have never before invested in startups can learn the keys to success from the venture experts. Your host is Nick Moran, and this is The Full Ratchet.
Welcome back to The Full Ratchet. On today's special segment of Investor Stories, the investors address trends, sectors, and markets that they think are positioned for outsized returns in the future. This is the segment called What's Next? On today's special segment, we have Paul Martino of Bullpen Capital. Paul, you're going to love this one, I'm sure, but can you talk about sectors or trends that you're bullish on?
So as an exercise for the reader, Nick, to some extent, no. It's kind of the only verboten topic in our office. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't talk about this stuff. I don't want to overstate the case, but we don't sit around and try and predict the future. You know, what we would rather do is we'd rather once all the crypto stuff collapses into whatever it collapses into when the bubble pops and everyone says crypto's over, that's when we'll probably invest, right? So whatever's super cool right now, when the AI bust comes, add 1 year to that, and that's when Bullpen will start doing its AI companies. So since we play that game that way, there isn't kind of this navel-gazing prognostication in our office about what trends will happen. Now, of course, we're not idiots. We know that there are mega trends. We know that self-driving cars are coming. We know that AI is big. But that stuff doesn't affect our day jobs. And as a result, it's kind of, I'm the one person when you ask that on the venture panel, everyone else gives a theory. The funny part too, Nick, is you go ask this to 4 people on a venture panel and they'll go, AI and self-driving cars, AI and self-driving cars, AR, self-driving cars, and Bitcoin. Yeah. And you sit there and you go, come on, guys, you gave me the 3 freaking same answers?
Yeah. The hype and the buzzwords. I kind of like outsourcing that a little bit. Let my entrepreneurs tell me about the next big trends. I mean, they're the ones that are really onto it.
Amen. You got it right. Let the great Cambrian explosion of available cheap seed capital, let the CEOs do the experiment. I'm not smarter than the data. I'm not smarter than what the entrepreneurs are doing. Let the grand experiment happen. Let them come into my office and see if I can help them. I think that you nail it right on the head, and that's why I like my job so much.
On today's special segment, we have Jason Calacanis of This Week in Startups. Jason, as you look forward, are there any sectors or trends that you're bullish on?
I am suddenly getting religion about robotics. So I have 2 robotics investments. One is Cafe X, which is a robotic coffee machine we talked about. And the other one is Ready, which is a programming language, which you can go see at getready.io. And it's a cross-platform robotic programming for kids. So you can have a Sphero drone interact with each other and write code just by dragging and dropping objects, and you can have the drone chase the Sphero or vice versa. And I think that robotics for consumers and industrial is going to have just quite a run. I think all these manual tasks, deliveries, making coffee, making pizza, you name it, is going to be replaced very quickly, faster than people anticipate, by robots.
On today's special segment, we have Chris Farmer of SignalFire. Chris, as you look forward, what sectors or trends are you bullish on?
So there's a lot of, sort of shiny trends that we've seen, whether it be like VR or Bitcoin or, drones or whatever it is. We really try to look through and understand the applications, where the technology is, how realistic some of these things, because I think a lot of these people's visions are dead right. They're just often 5 years too early, which is often the kiss of death in venture. And so when we look at trends, it's very application specific. And so we're doing a lot in artificial intelligence. We've done stuff in chat, for example, and conversational chat or conversational AI and whatnot. But it's been done in again, narrow domains where it materially, like order of magnitude, changes either the economics or the cost structure or the potential applications of an end market. And so, it's hard to say that we look at a trend, we look at very often sort of enabling technologies that we think are coming down in cost and improving in capabilities to where there are, many new applications of those technologies that can be game changing. And then we spend a lot of time digging in and trying to find what are the applications of those technologies that are most impactful, and then find people who are, the most passionate, knowledgeable domain experts to sort of pull all those pieces together. So we do a lot of sort of full stack startups, so to speak, where they're applying, various types of sort of data and deep technologies to often mundane problems. And so we've done this in pizza and merchandising and jewelry and education and trucking and transportation, logistics, and just so many different domains now, healthcare. And so I think the trends that everyone talks about is generally, for our taste, way too high level and too generic. And so we really try to understand separately the capabilities of technology and what impact they can have, and then look, far and wide for the actual applications of that are most important, and then back either the people selling picks and shovels for those end applications, or back startups that are sort of consuming the entire stack in those areas.
That will conclude this installment of Investor Stories. If you're enjoying the program and would like to see it continue, take a moment and leave a 5-star review in iTunes. Also, if you'd like updates on new content from TFR, as well as the top 10 VC articles every week, go to fullratchet.net and sign up for the newsletter. Okay, that will wrap things up for today. Until next time, over-prepare, choose carefully, and invest confidently. Thanks for joining me.